Hello, dear UPSC and APSC aspirants. Welcome to the daily news analysis of 27th December 2023. In the beginning, I want to invite you for the upcoming free webinar organized by Academy of Civil Service. Dear UPSC and APSC aspirants, on 7th January 2024, and it is an online program and there is no charge for this. And in this webinar, we will discuss on how you can prepare effectively for the Assam Public Service Commission Prelims Examination 2024 that is about to happen in March 2024 as per an official notice published by the APSC authority. Program is on 7th January Sunday at 7 p.m. in the evening. The link to join the program, the link to join register for this program will be given in the description of this video. Let us start. The first news we are discussing is related to the speech given by Defense Minister Rajnath Singh in the program of commissioning the Imphal, INS Imphal, Indian naval ship Imphal. We can see regarding the INS Imphal, Indian naval ship Imphal, and the project 15B of manufacturing the naval ships for Indian Navy. There were three different projects of commissioning or manufacturing and the naval ships for Indian Navy. One is project 15, another one is project 15A, and the present project we are discussing is the project 15B. INS Imphal comes under project 15B of Indian naval ship. INS Imphal is a third ship in the Visakhapatnam class stealth guided missile destroyer of Indian Navy, and it is the first ship named in the name of a city from northeastern region of India. You might be thinking why the name Imphal is given, because in the INS 15 and 15A and 15B ship series, we have given all the names, taking the names of different cities in India. Then the present name, we have given the Imphal city name. Upon commissioning, INS Imphal become a part of the Western Naval Command, further enhancing India's maritime preparedness in the western region in the Arabian Sea. We can see that this ship comes under the project 15B. Between 2014 and 16, in the Indian Navy commissioned 3 guided missile ships destroyers of Kolkata under class 15A. We have to understand, while coming to 15B, we need to understand first the 15 and 15A. In 15A, between 2014 and 2016, 3 guided missile destroyers of the Kolkata class, because the class is given name, which was the first ship. The first ship commissioned under this 15A was INS Kolkata, second was INS Cochin, and third was INS Chennai. These 3 were the 3 guided missile destroyer ships, and under the program 15A. We'll come to the 15B. Before that, between 1997 and 2001, and between 1991 and 2001, 3 ships were commissioned under project 15, and there were a step ahead of their president Delhi class of the ships, which included INS Delhi. The class comes the first ship, INS Mysore and INS Mumbai, built under project 15. All these constructions or the development of these ships were done by Mazgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited, one of India's key defense public sector undertaking, has built all these 15 and 15A and 15B ships. Coming to the 15B, how we are giving the categorization: 15, 15A, 15B. It is based on the tonnage, usage, capabilities, and weaponry of a ship. We are categorizing into different. Now, the agreement and to develop the 4 more ships under 15B variant was signed in January 2011. The lead ship project or the 15B is known as Visakhapatnam class because the first ship was Visakhapatnam and was commissioned into Indian Navy in November 2021, and the second ship was INS Mormugao, commissioned in December 2022. The third ship in this category is the INS Imphal, commissioned last week in December 2023. The next ship about to be commissioned is INS Surat. That means under the Visakhapatnam class 15B, there are 4 Indian naval ships. One is Visakhapatnam, second Mormugao. Mormugao is a city inside Goa, and INS Imphal, recently commissioned. One more is to be commissioned, that is INS Surat. It has been launched. There are different stages in the development of a ship. I will discuss that. Keeling, launching, commissioning, and decommissioning are the 4 stages. INS Surat has not commissioned. Commission means starting the operation. Operation has not been started, but INS Surat has been launched into water. Launching into water means after finishing certain part of construction on the land, it will be brought into the water. Remaining part of construction will be done. Manufacturing will be done inside. Building will be done inside the water. Now it has been launched into water in May last year, but it has not been commissioned. The last ship to be commissioned in future is INS Surat. Designed by Indian Navy's in-house warship design entity, Warship Design Bureau, and built by Mazagaon and Development Shipbuilding in Mumbai, and and the 4 ships project B and are christened after major cities from the different parts of the country: Visakhapatnam, Mormugao, Imphal, and Surat. The class is identified its lead ship, in this case INS Visakhapatnam. It is called as Visakhapatnam class because it was the lead ship or the first ship to be commissioned. Now, stages of a ship. There are 4 major ceremonial events to mark a ship's life. One is keel laying, that is starting the construction. Tradition of laying one central timber which forms the backbone of the ship is known as the keel laying of the ship. Second one is launching. Launching means when the ship is transferred from the building site into the waters. Third is commissioning, and the ship joins the active service. Decommissioning, and the ship retires, is the decommissioning. Next one is, there was a news related to Tamil Nadu flood. Quickly settle insurance claims of Tamil Nadu farmers hit by recent flood, Nirmala Sitharaman. She asked the officers to utilize the funds under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Then we can discuss a little bit on Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Is a flagship mission of government to provide affordable housing for all. It is under Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. The aim and objective of this program: provide affordable housing to all eligible families in urban areas by 2022, to improve the living conditions of the urban poor, to create employment opportunities in the construction sector were the aim of this project. Under this project, more than government building the house and giving to the people, government gives the low-cost loan, affordable loan for the people to build their houses. Under this scheme, there are types of houses under the scheme. One is PM Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban, for the helping the people in the urban area, and Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin for helping the people in the rural area by giving them and loan at a subsidized interest rate. Here also loan at a subsidized interest rate. Next one, PM Awas Yojana Rupee Housing Scheme. This scheme provides a financial assistance to eligible families to buy a house on a payment plan of rupees 2,000 per month. They can purchase the house, government will pay the amount, they can refund the government 2,000 rupees per month. Next one, production linked incentives attracted over rupees 95,000 crore till September. There is a scheme for boosting the manufacturing sector in India, giving incentives based on the production in India. We can see this scheme, production linked incentives scheme. This is a scheme of government of India to boost manufacturing capabilities and attracting more investments in the key manufacturing sectors in India, because Based on the production, we are giving some tax incentives and other incentives in India. It offers financial incentives to companies based on their incremental sale. If a company increases the production, increases the sale, we are giving them and certain financial incentives. The objective is increase domestic manufacturing in India, attract the domestic and foreign investments in the manufacturing sector, create jobs. Even if government loses some money in the form of tax, government can create the job for the people, enhance export. When export is enhanced, it will even appreciate the Indian currency. Improve technology and quality in India are the goals and aims of production linked incentive scheme. How it works: government chooses sectors with high import dependence or significant growth potential. If in a sector we are importing too much, to reduce the import, we want to motivate the domestic production. Currently, production linked incentive scheme exists for 14 sectors, including mobile phone, automobile, pharmaceuticals, textile, solar modules, and advanced chemistry cell batteries. Companies receive incentives over a period of time, typically for first initial 5 to 7 years, to encourage sustained growth in domestic manufacturing. Challenges are high initial investment required, government loses the tax initially, complex and government want to make infrastructure facility for the companies to establish complex application and selection process. How we will apply, to which products we have to apply, and which company we have to select. Risk of companies withdrawing after receiving incentives. After 5 7 years, that company might close down and go and stop the functioning. Concerns about the fair competition and allocation of benefits. Some companies already existing, they are not getting incentives. Companies newly coming and they are getting incentives might make an unfair competition in the market. The next news is related to fiscal deficit may breach 5.9% of the GDP. We are planning to make a 5.9% of the GDP as the fiscal deficit in India, but as per the present situation, it might touch 6% of GDP. What is fiscal deficit? We have studied in the chapter on the fiscal system or the budget in detail in the class regarding the fiscal deficit. That is equal to the total amount of money borrowed by government of India. Total borrowing of government of India is called as fiscal deficit. Simply, it is a difference between total expenditure of government and total receipt of government. If total expenditure of government is 100 rupees and receipt of government is 80 rupees, that means expenditure is higher than the income of government. Then remaining 20 rupees, we call it as the fiscal deficit. Then it is when the government's total expenditure exceed its total revenue. When revenue exceeds expenditure, we have 100 rupees revenue, only 100 rupees expenditure, and 120 rupees revenue. This 20 rupees we call fiscal surplus. The main reason, multiple reasons might be there. And one reason, we have two types of calculation of fiscal deficit. One is absolute, how much money is the shortage we borrowed. Second one, as a percentage of the India's GDP, how much is the, as a percentage, 6%, 5.9% of the GDP is the fiscal deficit, or this much amount of money is the fiscal deficit. That is absolute calculation. It is declared by government in the budget. Multiple reasons might be there, either tax decreased or the expenditure increased. Multiple reasons will be there for the fiscal deficit. How government manage fiscal deficit? By borrowing money. Next one, India-Russia Inc. key pacts related to Kudamkulam nuclear power plant. How we have to understand Kudamkulam, and in Tamil Nadu, the nuclear power plant established in Kudamkulam was the one of the earliest nuclear reactors we established with the foreign technology. Russian technology is used. It is located in Tirunelveli district of Tamil Nadu in India and developed by Nuclear Power Corporation of India. And we are using, and this is a 1000 megawatt pressurized water reactor, and units based on Russian technology were constructed under this project. As a result of an agreement between India and Russia in 2008, and as per the agreement, we are scheduled to, 4 more units are scheduled to be added. And whatever and number of the 2 units are there at present in Kodamkulam. 4 more are scheduled to be added, and the capacity of production will be 6,000 megawatt power we can produce when all these 6 units are commissioned. Out of the total power produced, 50% of the power is given to the Tamil Nadu state, and out of the remaining, 35% is given to the neighboring states like Kerala, Karnataka, and Puducherry. The remaining 15% is remaining unallocated, that is added to the central pool of the power. And Kodamkulam nuclear power project and is India's first nuclear plant to use imported pressurized water reactor technology. The first nuclear project to use the imported PWR, pressurized water reactor technology. The existing nuclear power plants in India use either pressurized heavy water reactor or boiling water reactor technology. Any one of these technologies are used by all other existing nuclear power projects in India. I request all of you, you make a steady and detailed list of all nuclear power projects in India. As Kodamkulam came in the news, and the other remaining nuclear power projects are also coming in the news regularly, and please make an analysis of everything. I'm stopping for today. I hope that you enjoyed the last 15 minutes news analysis. Less time, more content is the motto of ACS news analysis per day. Thank you.